There's an intro to this program, right?
Looks like you found it.
Let's go! Super, we're here. Hello, thank you, Square Table, Degenerate Podcast, and
Super.
in many GD ways, it's all Greek to me. Same. Someday I'm lazy. Others, that's just me. All right. Others say that's just me. Okay. Stay tuned for the program then. Square Table. Hello. Thank you for stopping by the Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. It's another edition of Wild Card Wednesday. All you need to do is two things: bring a wine, a beer, or a spirit. Let's have fun. That's number two. I guess there are three things. Don't be a douche, and we'll have some fun. Here's the link. Y'all can join if you want. Thrash Metal is the first one here, so in the chat. So hello.
Boom.
He is from Colorado. This
Colorado.
man here is Beer Man. He's from the state of Oregon. Check them all out. Subscribe. Where's the button? I got a button for you. Subscribe. Button. Subscribe to everybody here on YouTube. Thrash Life, Thomas Metal 75. And let me take this thing off. It says Beer Man. Cheers, everybody. Well, let's start with Beer Man from Oregon. What are you bringing tonight, Beer Man?
Man, thank you, Eric. All right, so what I got today is from 450 North Brewing out of Indiana somewhere. Columbus, Indiana. And this is their Hoony Moony Slushy XL. It was about a $7 can. Little spandy, but it's cool. So smoothie style sour ale with blueberry, blackberry, honey, vanilla cream, and terpenes, as in the little flavor things that they put in the beer, like from pot and stuff.
From pot and stuff.
Oh, like the flavor profiles and
Feel.
aromatics and stuff. Yeah.
That mouthfeel.
There's no date on this. I don't get one at all. So anyway, let's pour this.
Nice.
Got my weird nifty glass here. I almost missed the hole. It's like a manhole.
Right.
Oh shit!
You didn't miss those holes.
Nice blueberry-ish, like blackberry blueberry kind of look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Folks. Not
Had
a
a nice little cascade there, and then it foamed up. Oh boy, that smells so good. I don't even want to give it away. I want to review the full thing in full effect. This is really good. Cheers.
All right. Cheers. We'll come back around.
now.
It would be a 7.5.
Yeah.
7.5.
All right.
All right. So I'm doing it again this week. I'm going to do a Pabst Blue Ribbon. I want to see if I can pull out some different flavors and scents and smells and yeah.
Oh,
Teabag
Nice.
this thing. Yeah. If you holy.
continue. I'll stop bothering you. Woo.
You can't tell the Avalanche is their opening night tonight. So crack maybe a 4.2% ABV that goes out for CBP
For the ABV.
with the ABV.
Chatio.
Then we got this lemon straw color, highly effervescent, nice rocky to tight bubble head. PBR usually sticks around a bit because the malt profile is pretty good. It helps keep it lifted. So yeah, we're going to this one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice. Cheers. I'm trying to get some little bits of information on the product I'm drinking, and as I get that, I will provide the stats on that. So I'm going to be doing a single malt Scotch whiskey today, because that's the other hobby I've been getting into slowly but surely. Here's some of the whiskey stuff. This is from the island of Skye out of Scotland. This is the Talisker single malt Scotch whiskey, the 10-year-old. I believe This was author Robert Louis Stevenson's favorite whiskey.
Huh.
That means anything to anybody. And it's got and a lot of the Talisker products are at this arbitrary, weird ass percentage point of 45.8. I don't know why it couldn't just be 46%, but there's that. Here's an image of where the island of Skye is. So if you went,
I see it.
see where it is here in relation to the rest of where Scotland is. It's not. They don't quite call it the Isla region, but it's in the islands. And Talisker is one of the most northernly distilleries. You can see it number 2. It says to their Skye, so that's where that is. One of the most northernly distilleries. It's a Diageo brand. I'll go and find some information on this bad boy. It was like $47 for the 750, which I think is a pretty good value. Under $50. Yeah,
Especially for an import coming from there.
Yeah. And I guess that's sort of around an ounce and a half. That might be a little more than an ounce and a half, but that's pretty much what it is. I have some water with the ice and the straw in case I want to either drink some of the water or put some water into the whiskey. I tend to like to do that just to try to get outside of the alcohol percentage of spirits like this. So, I mean, it's a nice golden kind of darker amberish, almost like I don't know, Werther's original kind of color. And if they don't tell you on Scotch whiskey on the labeling anywhere, if there's no color, if there's no coloring added, then you have no clue if any caramel coloring was added, because the only law about Scotch whiskey is it's got to be produced in Scotland to be called a Scotch. That's about it. And they can add the caramel coloring. It's illegal to do that in bourbons, so in America. So just on the nose right now, what I get is a light kind of that they have peat moss and they smoke that, and that wafts over the malts. That's what I'm getting there. I'm getting that seawater. I'm getting that brininess to it. Definitely brininess. Definitely some of the wood sugars in that one. There's definitely some kind of a citrus. I don't know if that's more orangey or what, but as of right now, that's kind of what I'm getting. A little bit of the caramel and the toffee, maybe some darker fruits, even like a fig or something. But the smoke and a lot of that iodine, sea-watery kind of brine is in there. So smells pretty nice so far. We'll let this thing breathe a little bit. We'll come back and we'll talk about some Scotch.
Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers, right on.
Cheers. All right.
Whoa, that was a great little description thing you got going there. That was nice. I could taste it. All right, so cool. This is the Hoonie Mooney. Let's get into the aromas. I wanted to do the full thing. It's hardcore vanilla, like vanilla and berries, like blackberry is like. Did I say blackberry? Yes, blackberry and blueberry.
Mm.
And it has like a mixture of both of them. It's I can't really point out like what's what, but it's just got a nice little berry mixture. Kind of earthy, berry, sweet, tartness in there, sweetness. Vanilla is really pulling through. There's even it says honey's in this. I don't really get any honey. It's probably the sweetness I'm getting or something like that. I don't know. We'll get it in the flavor, I'm sure. But opaque beer, great blueberry, blackberry look. Great beer. Let's drink it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Chatio still has a blackberry. Oh.
It's zingy. Got a nice zing to it. A little tart zing, sour ting, zing, dingy, dingy, ding. Nice medium mouthfeel though. A little lighter than like it is a pureed beer, but it's got a lighter feel to it. A little drier in the mouthfeel. The body, the body is just more of like a medium feel. Not as thick, but it does have a lot of flavor. It's got the vanilla, kind of a vanilla thing going on. They probably put some lactose in this as well. There's honey in this for sure. It's got like a honey kind of feel to it, sweetness wise, and like any of you guys that like honey or have had honey, you know what I'm talking about. It's just honey. It's sweet. It's good. I like the nectary kind of honey thing. But it's that dude. Why does the come out so much while we do reviews? Like you gotta stretch your mouth before you say
Meow.
Meow.
No, it's but it's she. See, but it's good. It's drinkable. It's got a very nice like tart sweetness, but also has a watered down feel, which is more like a quenching feel. It's just got this niceness to it that's really worth the money that I paid for it. I think it's worth it. I think it was something worth trying.
Hell yeah.
See it? You see?
No.
Terpene wise, terpenes. Do I get terpenes? I don't know what terpenes they put in it. I don't know what flavors or aromas, whatever I'm looking for, but if they're saying terpenes, I mean, I guess it would be blueberry, blackberry or something, but or something that falls along line the same suit as like the fruit or whatever. But it doesn't taste like marijuana or cannabis or anything like that. It's just really nice. It's tart. It's sweet. It tastes like a Drecker beer, a Drecker sour, pureed sour. I like it. It's really good. It's creamier. It's milkier. It's got a milkier texture to it. It's really nice. Yeah, I think I got my thoughts. Cheers, man.
Well,
cheers,
Eric.
Cheers.
All right. That sounded good.
Cheers.
What you talking about? Chatty still got the blackberry, yes. And no, I should have learned to swim. Should have saved the lifeguard. Come on, my man.
Am I locked up right now?
No.
Okay, good. I'm locked up on this side, but I'll just go. What I was doing is I was getting in, looking at the recipe for Pabst Blue Ribbon. They say it's 4.8, but I think it's in between 4.4 and a 4.6. I think that was the norm, not too long ago. Maybe they changed it a little bit. I'm not sure. They say Pabst Blue Ribbon is vegan friendly, I guess. Yay. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me see what they say here. Oh. Well, I know it's got not high fructose corn syrup, but it does have corn syrup in it. It has the malted barley in it. And let me see if I can remember. Oh, they don't have it here. Let me see here. Bear with me for a moment here. Okay. Hops, filtered water, and cultured yeast. Their syrup is made of carbohydrates and some simple sugars like dextrose or maltose. So it's probably in line with almost a table of sugar, probably for the higher of the American adjuncts, I guess, for the ABV to be up a little bit. I think that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, it's a beautiful beer. It's comparable with any other American adjunct lager that's around. It's a very very high malty smell. On it, it's like when you walk into a bar and it's a bars that's been there for a long time, and how they spilled beer and it's gotten into the wood and everything, and you just have that. Over the years, you get the bar smell.
Smells like malted barley, Sullivan. Ooh.
Malted barley in your woodwork or something.
Yummy.
But yeah, nice, good sweet note on it.
Square table.
I'm not quite sure. I forget what they put in here for the hops. It's either, like I said last week, either a Hallertau Mittelfrüh or a Willamette, something that's a very light, flavorful aroma hop. I'd have to look it up again and see exactly what it is. But I don't think they don't use a high bittering hop at all. I think they only use aroma and flavor hop in these types of beers. But let's go in for a drink. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Prost, Schlanzelonte.
Very spriteful in the mouth, lively, really lively. Tongue, good malt flavor. It's not boring on the tongue. It's not it's not like a light beer like a Bud Light where it pretty much splashes over your palate and it's down. It's done. Yes, it's got a really good, wholesome malt flavor. You know, for American adjunct, they do a very good job with it. That's why I like it. Beepa. BPR.
PBI.
Beep,
PBI.
ah.
PB. Yeah. Here we go.
My bad.
So, yeah.
It's a PBI.
I was like,
Yes,
what? But anyway, the palate, that's why I like this beer so much, is because the palate's a bit more wholesome, more towards the craft beer type, you know, American adjunct craft beer type taste, I think, than you would get with like a regular Budweiser, Bud Light, Coors Light, any of those, you know, Old Milwaukee, you know, any of those that are out there. Hams would probably be pretty comparable to this too. Miller High Life is probably pretty comparable to this as well. But it very, I love I like the liveliness of the beer itself. It doesn't disappoint when you drink it. It's fresh. It's just, especially if it's nice and cold, it really cuts through a sweaty day. If you had one, it gets you back together, and you know, it's sessionable, and it's something you can drink all night long or all day if you're a day drinker. So cheers. Thanks for having me, Eric. Good to be with you, beer man.
Cheers, man. Yeah.
And miscellaneous says, what do you drink? What are you drinking? What are you drinking, Thrash? He says, again.
Again.
Yes, you're drinking it again.
Yeah, I'm doing it again.
Oh, hello, Josh. Cheers, Josh.
It's 2 days to payday. That's all I got.
Nice.
Regular beer. It says Ronald. All right. PBR equals Yuppie Bush.
Yuppie Bush.
Yuppie Bush.
That's the hipster bush.
Hipster Bush.
That was a thing that was popular in the 60s, a hipster bush. Ooh, never mind that.
Hipster Bush.
All
It was
right,
never washed.
The unshaven.
Yikes. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Wow. The Talisker, single malt Scotch whiskey, 10 years old. That's a part of the Diageo malts because it's a Diageo brand. Distilled at the Talisker Distillery, Carbos, Isle of Skye. All right. Talisker in the classic malt selections. Yes, there you go. It's a classic malt selection. 10 years old, 45.8%. I'm trying to find any information I can give you. Distiller.com says that this is 100% malted barley from a single distillery dried with peat, and they're using ex-bourbon barrels is what they're aging these this whiskey in, which is what a lot of the Scotch distilleries seem to do, is they use ex-bourbon, which is great. So it's really good to see that. So let's try it. It's been breathing a little bit. Let's try without any water, just kind of neat as it is. Let's do another little smell test on the Talisker. And at this point, you still get the briny, salty seawater kind of air quality to it. You're still getting that peat moss, that peat smokiness to it. It's very light peat smokiness, but you're getting some. I'm getting a little bit of chocolate somewhere in the background on that. I don't want to stick my nose too far into it because then I start to get some of the alcohol vapor. So just a little outside is great. Yeah, chocolate, and there's some amount of like a citrusy fruit, or they say juicy malt. One of these websites, I'm like, juicy malt, not juicy like a New England IPA, but yes, it's a fully malted flavor or aroma there. So yeah, let's do a little taste test of some Talisker 10.
Cheers. Looks good though. I like that caramel. It's like this whole week people have been bringing up the word Werther's.
Yeah,
caramel.
Just kind of have a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And again, we don't know if Talisker is using any caramel coloring in their whiskey. It's perfectly legal in Scotland to do so. So they could, for it to be, I don't know if it's 10 years is making it that light. I would hope to think that that's just the wood barrel aging. But so on the flavor, I get that peat smoke right away. I get a salty brininess to it again. Where they're aging these barrels, it's right next to the ocean, and the waves kind of crash into the rick house, the building where all the barrels are. So kind of gives you that sensation. Like if you've ever gotten some of that mist in your mouth when it's like a really windy day by the ocean, that kind of flavor. There is a little bit of like a chocolate note. It's a little bit actually kind of towards the beginning. Some citrus happens at the end. There's some black peppery spice. There's some wood tannic notes in there. It's not devoid of the woody notes that some people don't really like out of bourbons if you age them a long time. And there's a citrus before it starts to dry. It has a medium towards a longer finish, which is kind of cool. So I will add some water a little bit later, finish up the review, and figure out the rating after that. So yeah, you got to sit a little bit with the whiskeys. It's a little bit more complex in the ABV than the beer. So I'm going to sit with that for a little bit, and we'll get the rating. And we'll come to Ronald Sutton. Hello, Ronald.
Thank you, Obi-Wan. I didn't know I was allowed on this show.
You are good.
What's going on, fellas? In honor of the PBR spokesman over there, I'm drinking a Hams. Of course, it's on the same line. I think Pabst might be a little, I don't know, it's a little harsh, where this product's smoother. But it's a great product, man. I like to see American beers coming back on the show, somebody talking about them. You know, what Bumpy's doing over there on Monday, I have no idea. What the hell's a week one or something?
A week one?
Well, yeah, where the fuck you find something like that? Yeah.
They're hard to find.
Yeah, no shit. I don't even want to find it.
Yeah.
You know, like a pebble in my fucking shoe. What the hell I want to find something like that for? I got a good, you know, barley malt. Sure, it's got a little bit of corn in it, but I don't fault it for that. You know, it's just a great carbonated American beverage, man. Goes down smooth. You know, it's a nice night. I tell you, man, for October, usually we have a frost around October 15th where I live.
Yep, same here.
Man, it was 74 fucking degrees today.
We only hit
74 degrees.
Global warming, folks. I don't know.
Not Colorado.
No, you got snow out there?
Oh yeah, we got snow in the high country. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I mean, where you live? Did you
No,
have
not
any?
yet. We're going near 30 tonight. So
Oh,
Wow.
if we're waiting for if there's precipitation, which there's not going to be tonight, we would have snow. But I think tomorrow we're supposed to get some moisture. I'm not sure if it's going to be snow or not. Anyway,
Time to hunt them elk where the what are they?
It's that time of year.
Alder trees are them white bark trees.
Yeah.
Did you have them elk in your backyard?
that was Beer Man.
Oh, that was Beer Man. I
that's
knew one of
Beer
you
Man.
guys.
That was my front yard. Yeah, man.
No shit.
Like 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah, we don't have elk down here. We get all kinds of deer and
Wolves and freaking
antelope. We get mountain
cows.
lions. We get fox. We get coyote.
Antelope's kind of dry. Ain't got much fat in antelope. It's dry.
No, they're skinny.
Yeah. Get them on and off the grill quick.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
question on the hams. What's the ABV on the hams again? Is it a 4.2?
It's a 4.8
Six?
is
Yeah.
what
So
it is.
it's comparable to the PBR.
Yeah, it's a 4.8.
All right.
I was raised on PBR until they fucking moved to Georgia, and there was something going around to increase the carbonation of their product. They injected ether in it, and the shit gave me a fucking headache from hell, and I ain't drank it since. My nephew still drinks it. His dad quit drinking, but man, I'm telling you, he supported a lot of Budweiser employees. He drank a lot of it. I mean, PBR employees.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
But I'm employing some Hams employees. You guys been having trouble getting aluminum cans and different products in your stores?
I haven't noticed because I'm not usually the one that shops in my family. It's usually my wife.
Yeah. No.
Not at all.
Yeah, there's a slight decrease in product around here.
Well, same here. It's because of all the truckers.
Yeah, it's
Everybody's firing everybody.
yeah.
That's a great get.
Prices have gone up. I know that
Yeah,
much.
I think I was watching the news the other night, and they were talking about America is in need of like 60,000 truck drivers right now.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
that.
Wow.
Fuck that.
I can't be a truck driver. I'm a diabetic, man. You're diabetic. You can't be a truck driver.
Me, I
It ain't
can't
a bad gig. I got a guy that's on a mail route, man. He makes good money, man. Good money.
How's the beer, Sut?
Yeah,
Nice and cold, going down crisp, refreshing. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to have. I think I'm making some kind of beef stroganoff tonight with noodles and good chunk of roast beef and put a little sour cream in it, some chunked tomatoes.
Yeah.
You know what you call a bull masturbating in the middle of a field?
Jack off. I don't know.
Beef stroking off.
I don't know. It's pretty tasty. That sour cream, man. It's pretty tasty stuff.
Where they got the sour cream?
Oh God!
Yeah, sour cream, man. I don't know. Maybe it's backup. Maybe it's something else.
As long as you don't get frosting from the bowl.
Oh,
Hey, here's the Captain Kirk, man.
yeah.
Captain Kirk, huh? And then here's something fucking 90 years old blasting off into space. There we go. Let me take you to
Cheers to him, man.
far away in the land of never.
Cheers to him and that crew that went up today.
Oh yeah,
that was cool.
Here's to them, man. Hope they don't end up like the Challenger.
Captain
One of these
Kirk
days they'll be a
on a
disaster.
big blue dildo.
Yeah, isn't that something? Looks, it's a fucking penis, man, motherfucker. It's like a fucking penis. Hey, but what a great marketing idea, man. I mean, he's a genius when it comes to marketing. Yeah, you can be up about. You can order a Starbucks, hand it to your daughter, and say, "Hey, I'm blasting off into space. Be back down on the ground and drinking the coffee before it gets cold."
Yeah.
Refuel it. There, the shit landed right there on the pad. Fill it up with fuel and let's go again.
Yeah, it was like less than 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The coffee wouldn't even get cold.
Yeah, right. Well, he went. That's all. You can say that now.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. What's going on, fellas? What's happening out in your neighborhood tonight? Beer man, is it snowing up there? What's going on?
He's like, no,
man.
Huh? You been outside lately? Huh? You got to go outside and blow the stink off yourself. That's what my dad always told me.
It's raining now and 54 degrees.
Ooh, that's fucking miserable.
The Northwest.
It's been getting cooler and darker earlier,
Yeah.
Made lasagna. All right.
But
hey, lasagna. Who's lasagna?
Part of our lives here on this planet.
Twisted Art Lady. There you go.
Unless you live in Florida.
1,000 cows masturbating, says Joey. Yes, beef stroking off. Correct, Joey. Holy crap. Is this a review channel? This is whatever you want.
Is this a review channel?
We started off
Wild Hour.
We started off 15 years ago playing drum covers in a shitty manner, and now we're doing beer. Thanks to
no, my buddy just bought a bottle of Old Forester pre-prohibition.
Oh,
115 proof.
Yeah, man. That stuff's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, he was going to crack it. I said, no, don't crack it yet. We'll wait for something.
You'll probably like that. That's a good one.
Old Forester, that's the bottles you see. Excuse me, you see in old westerns and stuff. Up on the shelf, man, and old Gunsmoke and stuff. You'll see Old Forester up there.
Old Forester is a Brown Forman product. They were I believe they're one of 6 distilleries that were allowed to continue in the United States during Prohibition for medicinal purposes. So people, kind of like with the marijuana you would think about in this time period, right? The people would be able to, for their medical reasoning, would be able to go and get a prescription from their doctor during Prohibition. And then one of these 6 distilleries, including the Old Forester brand, was able to produce the whiskey in America for those medicinal purposes.
Good injection there, man. That's great knowledge to know.
Yeah. And then they have one called I forget what it's called. They have one that's called 1920, I think. And that's more like what they produced during the Prohibition.
That's what this was the 1920.
Yep. So
it was 1920.
That's going to be similar to what they made back in that time, if you will. So Yeah, let's go around the horn and see what people are thinking of their products while we're at 4 panel here. What do you think of Beer Man?
All right. Just pulling up my notes. Just
What
a
is
good
it?
beer,
Wait,
man.
tell us what it is first, Beer Man. I didn't
Oh,
make
it's a smoothie sour. So it's sour ale. It's probably like a Berliner Weiss or something that they smoothied up and put blackberry and blueberry puree in, and vanilla cream and honey.
It looked good, man.
So it's so good. And I mean, it's got, you can see like it looks like blueberry, blackberry kind of mixture. But a tart, sweet, slight lactic acid, it's more watered down. It doesn't feel as like gripping. But a big vanilla honey nectar flavor. You kind of get that honey kind of feel. I don't know, you just get it. It's nice. Milky and smooth mouthfeel. Maybe lactose or something like that added to it. I don't know. But a great thirst quenching, lighter, drier smoothie sour with a great dry, loose, fruity and fizzy finish. It was drinkable as hell, man. It was good. It's really good. I want to finish this right now. I'm gonna score this at 93 out of 100. Like kind of in between lower and mid A range. I think they did a hell of a good job on this. So, yeah. Do you want us to shout or do it later? Or?
You can shout as loud as you need. Go ahead.
Shout it all out. These are the things we're talking about.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm talking to you.
That's a great song, man. Yeah. So beer and cheese next week will be a smoked Gouda and whatever beer you choose. So bring a smoked Gouda. I've got one today that I got. It's one of those designated ones where I pick it and we do it. 8:00 Eastern, and then Wednesday will be the second of 4 of IPA month, and so it's IPA month. It's basically a generic name that I called it. So we're doing the New England IPAs, a nice hazy New England IPA. Get one, bring it, and we'll do that at 6:00 Eastern. So it is IPA month, folks. Our favorite beer ever, right? We all love IPAs. Even Sut likes IPAs, right?
Never had one. I've never ever had one.
Subscribe to Beer Man and go and follow his channel, and you'll hear all about the this month of the IPAs. Cheers.
Yes.
Never. I might have to try you on one.
Jeez.
I've been looking at that dogfish one, man. Is that any good?
There's a bunch of dogfish stuff. That's
Yeah.
good.
I don't know. There's an IPA dog. I think it's in a green can.
If they got a New England one, grab it.
Hazy.
For sure.
Hazy? I ain't drinking nothing hazy. No, ain't for me.
Then we won't see you next week.
Ain't nothing happening good when I don't know. I've been into some hazy fog and shit.
Hazy fog. Yeah. Ronald Sutton.
Oh,
cheers. Cheers, guys.
Here's to the hams. You guys know I've all talked about it before. It's a great product. Yeah, I'll give it my normal. Not for what it is. The price.
Oh shit!
What's he doing up there? What are you doing, Tallest man?
You skipped,
fucking making fun of me or what?
It's Thrash's turn.
Oh, I thought. I'm sorry. Let me finish, man. Normal score, like a normal temperature, 98.7.
1 hour later.
Much love, man. That was fun.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, bro.
All right. Now he has poured a new PBR. What do you think of that?
Okay.
Blue Ribbon.
All right, Pabst Blue Ribbon. Like Sut says, some of these American adjunct beers are, we need to go back to them every once in a while. I've only done it like 15 times on this channel, but reviewed it. So it'll always be a 94 in my heart. It's not perfect, but it is an A. It's a definite A. I will drink it all the time when I'm in between homebrews.
Nice head. You haven't poured anything in that for a while. That's a nice head.
You just poured it
a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
But I have an IPA that I brewed 2 weeks ago. Chatio was there. I introduced him to some of my homebrew friends. There was 4 beers that were made that day, stout porter and whatever, and getting ready to keg that one. So that IPA will condition for a couple weeks as it gets the CO2 going in it. So that'll be ready to drink here soon. I'll bring that on. And then this Sunday, Chatio's coming over. I'm doing a 10-gallon brew, and I'm going to send him home with 5 gallons that he can go bottle after it's fermented and everything. He's paying for half the cost. It's about $25 for him for 5 gallons of beer, which isn't bad at all. We'll do a simple pale ale, and I'm a pale ale and freaking IPA guy. And then the next one I need to go get some specialty malts and do at least either my milk chocolate maple everything in their brother stout. I'll do that one, an imperial. That's about $45 for a 5-gallon batch for that bad boy.
Damn, dude. Wow.
But it's good, man.
Not bad.
That thing will put you on your ass, but it'll be ready for Christmas. Thanksgiving, Christmas. So that's what's going on. And then my horse Faith, she turns 1 on Friday, so I'm going to go buy her party hat, and we're going to put balloons and everything up. And my wife's going to make a horse cake, which is carrots with molasses and all kinds of goodness that the horses love, and share it between all the other horses. And we're going to celebrate on Friday afternoon. And my little girl's going to be, she's going to be 1. I can't believe it. But anyway, that's what's going on in my world. And back to you, Alex.
All right.
Cheers, Eric. Thanks for having me, man.
Cheers, man.
Got it. All right. So again, we got the Talisker single malt Scotch whiskey from the island of Skye, 10-year-old, 45.8%. I was doing some more research here, and they say on that distiller.com website that they do a similar thing with some of these peaty scotches, where like they do with the IBU ratings, they have they do a rating called the phenol parts per million. So it's the peat level, right? So people like to figure out the range of their peat level, and they say this is 16 to around 22 phenol parts per million, which is a moderate level for anybody that's not familiar with this term, even me. It's a moderate level, they say. But what does that actually mean? It's a measurement that's used to determine the phenol content of the malted barley after kilning and before being used in the rest of the whiskey making process. The peat is burnt in the kiln, releasing a group of compounds known as the phenols, something we identify as the peat or the smoke character. So so basically, however they figure this out, it's moderately peaty and smoky. So I think that's probably true. It probably is moderately peaty and smoky. I'll get to the chat in a minute. But I've added maybe, I don't know, 5 maybe straws of the water over time here, and I'm liking it.
Scotch, it's supposed to be a dram and a dram.
Yeah.
A dram of Scotch and a dram of water.
Yeah, usually if I just want to have a good drinking, like just a casual drinking experience, I might put some ice in there. But I like to add water just a little bit over time and just see how it changes. I kind of like the 2 to 3 here in the Talisker, but the 5 is okay.
Brings out the aromatics.
It kills some of the alcohol, and it brings out more other flavors underneath. So just in the nose right now, you get way more of a chocolatey kind of a nose in there. More caramel and toffee comes out, and more of that barrel spice and the pepper, obviously along with your briny, salty air kind of quality and the peat smoke. So cheers on that again.
Cheers, man.
Suck it down, brother.
So more of the barrel spice, more of that black peppers in there, more of the chocolate, much more of a caramel toffee kind of a maltiness in there. And you are still getting the same kind of indescribable like citrus malty note. They say it's a juice. That some people talk about it being like a juicy malt. Okay, sure. It's got a juicy mouthfeel quality. And the finish feels like it's longer right now. It's more oily at this point right now than before I put water in it, which is kind of interesting. This one's pretty good. I think this one's good if, say, you've had Johnny Walker Black. You might, and you think maybe I like the smoke. This would be a great one to go to next because it's not super duper in your face. Even like a Highland Park 12. I might have done that here in this channel. That's even lighter on the peat. So this is like one of the ones you should probably go to if you're starting to like the peat stuff. And if you like salty things. One of the things they do at the Talisker distillery is they'll give you the oyster on the half shell, and you eat the oyster, and there's still some of the oyster juice. You pour a little bit of the Talisker in there with the oyster. You shoot that. They call that oyster liqueur, and it mixes well with the briny kind of comes up.
I've had that before.
That would be good, dude.
I like this. I haven't had really enough whiskeys to really know what a 93 is, but I'll just give it a 93. I think this is perfectly excellent Scotch. And the single malt stuff I'm starting to like more, I think, than bourbons. It may remind me more of beer with the maltier flavors. But some of the bourbons I'm starting to get into, but I think I'm a Scotch guy. So we'll find out over time. And 93.
Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty.
That's good. I like that. Yeah, man. So we're gonna try to do this again next week and every Wednesday as possible. 7:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Keep going, Eric.
Keep
it going, brother.
See what we're doing. It's a beer, a wine, or a spirit. Don't be a douche, and we'll have some fun. Yeah, let's check out the chat. What are we missing? What are we missing here? Oh, is the horse cake made of real horses, view?
And then later on, he says, asking for John and Ellie.
Oh, God.
John and Ellie's always looking to eat horse meat.
Hey, what's on? What's going on?
Horse's meat.
Go check out that guy for the what the ABV when he has it, which is usually every first Wednesday of the month. Yeah, he's asking for a friend with that. Yeah, there we go. Anybody else? Sut is wearing his sunglasses at night. Correct.
Hey, man.
Why
It
not?
cuts the glare.
Hey, man. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for having us on. It's been a pleasure. Always is. Good reviews, good everything. Thanks.
Cheers.
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 Pumpkin claw. I'm sure there's a pumpkin flavored seltzer somewhere in the
I'll bet you there is. A spiced pumpkin seltzer.
Yeah.
I'll bet you Bumpy will find it.
Yeah. Chugs would try it. All right. Yeah. Wow, there's a lot of stuff while I was chit-chatting over there. I need a co-host.
Chit-chatting.
I don't know. The return of Sut, says miscellaneous.
I'm around. I watch. Sometimes I don't join.
It's all right.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Morning, he says.
Glad I charged you up with
We're like
the
Bruce Brothers.
American adjuncts, man. Thanks, man.
Cheers. Cheers, CB. Cheers. All right. We're going to wrap this one up, I suppose. Including whiskeys. Until next time, keep drinking. Holy crap. Let me try this one more time. Thank you, whiskey. Until next time, keep tasting those great beers, wines, or spirits. Cheers.
Cheers.
Peace
Just
out.
do what you're doing and never stop home brewing.
Never stop, man.
Where is the boom? Where's the boom?
Oh, good. Hey, look, there's Willie Shannon.
There's the boom.